What's up guys? Welcome to part 3 of our series on how to deal from the bottom against much bigger opponents. Lissa here, 110 pounds, myself over 220. We're now going to have a look at what to do when our partners stand up. So, Lissa's been starting in closed guard, okay? If you're smaller, you're probably gonna start from the bottom. So, she's gonna move into our low baby spider. So she moves out and she's going to take care of a few things first. Control my hands, very important. Control my pressure and distance, very important. So now that she's got this situation locked out, she looks to now use some of her bigger weapons in her arsenal, like her legs into my bicep. But once I start to feel her legs coming into my bicep, I should stand up, okay? So I take some of the range out of the length of her legs. However, if she sees me standing up, one thing I love my smaller athletes to do is to place that foot on the ground. Okay? And now pressing off that foot, pulling with the hands and the heel, she's going to pull me forwards and I'll walk up and my feet will get trapped near her armpits. Okay? Don't do that too hard or they will do a front flip without their hands to stop their head hitting the ground. I don't recommend it. So don't pull them too hard. But now she puts her right foot back in my bicep. So she's right where she was, except she's now got my foot trapped. So Lissa can wait here, and then when she sees my other foot ready to be caught, she lets both hands go and holds my ankles, and now kicks me down. Boom! It's like a back sweep on steroids. But this attack isn't done. She's going to have 2 feet together in my chest. Not in my hip, guys. In my chest. Knees squeeze. Her hands around. She's holding that fulcrum, and then heads up. Her hip will go forwards and attack me on that foot lock. Okay, let's see that one more time, and then I'll run through it once as well. So, Lissa's here. She's moving into spider on me. Boom, she's got me here. 1 foot, 2 feet, I stand up. So she grounds her right foot, she pulls me forward, and now she puts her right foot back in. And now from here, she grabs my ankles, and she back sweeps me high on my spinal lever. Her 2 feet come into my chest to stop me interfering and coming back up. And now she can look up and go for her ankle lock finish. So if I run through this once, we'll start to see some of the things that I think are important details. So I'm here, I start moving out, moving into my low spider. She stands up, smart move. So I'll upgrade my control. From this position, guys, do not underestimate the power of this forward pull. In fact, the only danger I think with this technique is underestimating the power. And I pull her forwards and she face plants there. It happens. So don't pull them too hard, just enough to get them stepping forward. Okay, if they don't come forward, lean back as hard as you can, Lissa. Lean back, lean back. You can always put more power in, but once she face plants, you can't take it back. So now I come up and I've got double spider here. From this position, hold, extend, and then make sure your wrist bone is underneath her ankle and in front of your hip, 2 feet in her chest, floating ribs, okay? And then I'm going to focus on kicking my hip through, okay? And looking up and extending here, okay? Remember, whenever we're trying to get ankle locks and foot locks, the foot can't move. So you make sure you are crushing that foot between the mat, your arm, and your back. If you crush the foot, the ankle lock is quite easy, okay? However, from this position, okay, if I felt I didn't have the ankle lock, it's just not working out for me right now. It's really imperative I don't just try to come up. Because if I just try to come up like this, she's actually got an angle to get my back, okay? That's not good. So, especially against a bigger person, if I was unable to get a break or a tap, I'm going to transfer this foot across, hold on to the knee, and get up to a 50-50 position, okay? For both points grappling, this will secure my 2-point sweep, and in no-gi and submission only, it also allows us to start having a look at our inverted heel hook attacks. So there's some little pointers, but basically, if I had a private student like Lissa, and she's rolling against girls and guys that are sometimes twice her weight, the first thing I'm thinking about is getting her feet in use against my arms. Because ultimately, I can be a black belt, But if you tie my hands behind my back, I'm not even a white belt, let's face it. You have to also be almost limbless to get out grappled by me. So by using our strongest biomechanical tools against some of the most useful for me as her opponent, but yet weak compared to her legs, this is a way that someone who's 110 pounds can easily force around and actually use strength against someone double their weight. So the principle goes further than these 3 series of videos, guys, but to me, it's what the heart of jiu-jitsu is all about. The smaller girl or guy beating the bigger girl or guy. A lot of people don't know that when I started jiu-jitsu, I weighed as much as Lissa, and I was like the skinniest guy ever, and I love jiu-jitsu because I could still beat the big guys. And although now I find myself at like nearly double the weight I was at, I also think that my jiu-jitsu isn't really too much better because of it. It's just changed. I still think my best jiu-jitsu works for me whether I'm 50 kilos or 100 kilos. So I hope whether you're 50 kilos or 100 kilos or somewhere in between, that these techniques are going to work for you too. And I know they will. So have fun on the mats, guys. Don't forget thegrapplingacademy.com. I've got a whole bunch of free and premium courses you guys can check out that I can't upload to YouTube. So check them out. Thanks for watching, guys.